That's what I do, right?
For yet another time, a very good evening, dear viewers, and welcome aboard once again. Does it get any more exciting than this? Probably not. The 64-man competition that is being organized here at the Legends Bar in Mbale City today, the 3rd of November 2025, is into its second life semi-finals on 2 lives, both of which are already in the semi-finals, is Caesar Chandiga, donning black. On 1 life, playing for his life, Rashid Wagaba, donning kind of brown. The race for this match is 7. The first 2 frames of the same match have been won by Rashid Wagaba, who leads by 2 frames to nil. Once again, the race is 7. And in the meantime, the live stream of this match is having a Facebook stream on Break and Finish Live and a YouTube stream on Peter Chove Live. Both streams are having the same exact audio. And I believe that when you are starting to watch this action, which you have been watching for the last 2 days in your thousands, these are some of the games that we are looking forward to really. Matches between Caesar and Dog City, 2 players who make up the Uganda national team. They've been together at club level with Upper Volta. They've been together at management level with the Advanced Talent Agency. They've been together at international level with the national team. They are together this time round in competition. First 2 frames won by Dog City. Frame number 3 is on the verge, perhaps, of being won by Caesar. If he rolls the black into the corner pocket, top left on Peter Chove Live, which is left on Break and Finish Live, and puts and wins the frame and pulls one back. It is now Dog City 2 and Caesar 1. Maybe we shall be having about 4 more matches before we get done with the competition. There is a second semi-final in the second life, but it is actual quarterfinals. Just that it is double life competition. It's going to be between Caesar and Lawrence. Again, those 2 players have 2 lives in the competition. There's a match that is supposed to happen between Martin and Lucas. And then the other semi-final should be happening between Lawrence and Lucas, because Lucas also has 2 lives in the comp. For now, focus is on this one. The venue isn't friendly enough for me to stream for you 2 matches at the same time, so we're having the same match for both the Facebook and YouTube audience. But it is very quality action, guys. I don't think you will be complaining a lot. If Caesar is not to win positions 1 and 2 like he likes to do some of the times, Dog City must stop him, and must stop him now. Both of his lives are into the semi-finals. That means both of his lives are into the money, because both of his lives are into the round of last 8 so far. If Dog City wins this match, he stops Caesar from taking one of his lives into the second life final. The first life semi-final is also coming up between Caesar and Lawrence. This is Dog City. I like to address him more by his nickname than his actual name, Rashid Wagaba, who is one of those players that back in the day were giving Caesar a very bloody nose. But for the last few years, they've been facing off maybe 6, maybe 7. Dog City's victories have been very seldom, very rare. He could be targeting to play one red into the other. Potting is not quite likely. Maybe contemplating playing red off yellow. Maybe play red into red. Bottom line, he must pot. I don't know why he's not considering playing the red which is leftwards of them all, because it is portable. At the end of the day, seems to be thinking like having his ears on the commentator. Maybe his own idea will do what the very last, but Max makes sure maybe he's going for red off yellow. Red into red and moves the cue ball towards the left end. Very beautiful shot from the dog in the city, which he'll want to make count by making a clearance of the frame by regaining his 2-frame lead. And most likely than not, he will. Has to be careful with his shot. Perhaps he needs to tuck in just a little bit. All he needs is to make a roll. Cue ball bounces off the cushion to have sight of the black. Cue ball off the cushion, sight of the black. Pinpoint accuracy. The dog in the city, with the one visit of the table, is winning a 3rd frame out of 4. So far, the stronger player, at least for the first half of the match. Dog City leads by 3 frames to 1. It looks like the venue is having predominantly Caesar supporters because there has been no round of applause, even though the clearance has been as beautiful as Dog City has made it seem. Once again, 3 frames to 1. He leads against Caesar.
Mwana wa wano.
There is a scratch by the dog in the city. There is an opportunity by this for the Scorpion. Maybe dog at this has at least demonstrated that Caesar, if you are to beat me, you must fight hard. The table does remain open. And thereafter Caesar closes the table. Not very easy making a clearance of this. Maybe one reason as to why the frame is finishable is the reason that the player trying to finish it is Caesar at the end of the day. There he comes. Now the yellow that is in the red that is in between red and yellow, if potted to the center pocket top, maybe play instead another red. And look at how the frame is changing its complexion. In one moment it was a very bad looking frame, in the very next moment it is a pretty finishable frame. That is most of the times the difference between good players and very good players. Now look at the movement of the cue ball, placing it so perfectly well in the same positions. He would have fancied to have the cue ball even if he were to place it by plain hand. The pot of the red to the corner pocket with cue ball bouncing off the cushion, maybe not sufficiently. The intention was to help him pot black to the center pocket bottom. It won't be the case. He has to manipulate something else because the cue ball didn't move well enough. Still manipulates and still pots and still wins and still pulls one back. 5 frames played. Dog City 3 and Caesar 2. Thank you for watching. Farida Musiata. Martin Aibazo watching live from Masaka. You seem to be supporting Caesar. Thank you for watching. Lexton Selize also supporting Caesar. Mid next door supporting, asking where Herbert is. Herbert is at the venue, but he lost both of his lives earlier today. Timothy Single, thank you for watching. You say Caesar can't make it. Okay, we wait and see. Hassan Vega, thank you for watching. You say Caesar will not survive the dog in the city. Okay. Jimmy Angom supporting Caesar. Abias Muhammad, thank you for watching as well on the YouTube stream. Jago Road Tree, thank you for watching. You are at Kakamega School in Kenya. I've actually seen that school. Marisa Sefo Makansi, watching from Gauteng in South Africa, of course supporting Caesar. The guy that you're supporting, Marisa, is probably on the verge of winning frame number 6 and trying to win it by break and finish. It has to be a simple roll of the red to the corner pocket bottom right, and white will be natural for the black. Even with the tap, the pot of the black will be a formality. Caesar Chandiga 3 and Rashid Wagaba 3. Kawanda Baba watching Caesar from Botswana. Keta Emmanuel, thank you for watching from Kenya. Jogo Road Tree. Roddy Taffy also supporting Caesar. James Chikwana, thank you for watching, also supporting Caesar. 3-3 between Caesar and Dog City, racing to 7 for a place in the second life final. Action is happening between Odong and Lucas. Lucas is one guy whose matches I've streamed twice in this competition. He has 2 lives intact. At this stage of the competition, he is so far the tournament surprise package. Another player with 2 lives is Lawrence Sengong Dangote, the guy whose match came last on the live stream, and both lives are in the respective semi-finals. He perhaps takes on Lucas in one life, and in the other life he takes on Caesar. John Tiawe, thank you for watching, and my partner in crime, Evans Okacha, most likely watching from Kakamega in eastern Kenya. He's one hell of a commentator, and not that good as a player. Jacob Mountain supporting Caesar from Zambia. Roderick, you say Caesar is the reason why you are watching. Welcome to the stream, Roderick. Rose Kobusinja, thank you for watching. Well done to you too. Johans Tarima, you say you are seeing the finals. Maybe you are calling it some kind of final before the final, but it's not the official final. If Caesar wins this match, he takes one of his lives to the final. If he then wins against Lawrence, and I'm only saying if, he takes his second other life to the final. Now if he wins those respective finals, if it does happen that way for any kind of reason, then we shall not have a final. But it's not just him with an opportunity of doing that. Lawrence has 2 lives, he too can do that, and Lucas has 2 lives, he too can do that. The 2 players that can stop those 3 are Dog City and Kenneth Odong. Now Dog City, oops, that is very, very, very unfortunate. After trying to perfect a pattern that would have been so beautiful, he has snookered himself so painfully and could be on the verge of allowing Caesar back into the frame. He's trying to find his red off the cushion, but realistically speaking, no, he's playing it into the jaw. Even avoiding yellow is very unlikely. Of course, he was always going to foul. Big chance for Caesar to win the frame and take the lead for the first time in the match. Once again, dear viewers, it is 3-3 between Caesar and Dog City. The race is 7. The purpose of the fight is to make it into the second life final. The match is live on Facebook, Break and Finish Live. The match is live on YouTube, Peter Chobe Live. Caesar has really been in the mood today. He has lost the last 4 comps in which he has participated. First time in my streaming history to stream 4 competitions in which he is involved and wins none of them. Maybe he wants to use this one to make a response to what was a black October for him, that maybe the month of November would be way better because he's on the verge of taking the lead, and there the Scorpion leads against the Dog in the City by 4 frames to 3. Big shout out to you, Mukala Oscar. You seem to be supporting Caesar. Lewis, thank you for watching. You are from Kenya. You are as well supporting Caesar. Calvin also supporting Caesar. And Martina Evazewe, you seem to be supporting Caesar, who seems to be dominating in terms of support online. Hi Choncho, you say that the G on Gauteng, I'm pronouncing it strong. Okay, Ugandan accent pronounces word strong. We say Gauteng, but when you talk to South Africans, they seem to sound like Gauteng or something like that. I'm just sounding like the Ugandan I really am. Now Dog City must be the dog in the city that he really is. It will be a very perfect way to respond, especially after he scratched in one of the frames and Caesar finished it with the falling visit of the table. He must do exactly the same if we are to finish this frame in the most realistic way. I'm not so certain he will be happy with his free shot. The reds that he's about to play, remember the table remains open on an open table after the free shot. The reds are not exactly in perfect space, but you know Dog City will try. Here he is again. Consider the 2 reds touching each other in between black and 3 of Caesar's yellows. Those ones will be giving Dog City some kind of goosebumps as he goes for this kind of pattern. He may want to play the cue ball into the frozen reds, the dead reds. Yes, he does. And I think, yes, he's on the verge. That's why I like watching top players. In one moment, it's a bad-looking frame. In the very next moment, it's a very good-looking frame with just 1 split shot. He will want to put both reds to the same center pocket, maybe top and bottom. The red near the center pocket now, I think he may want to play it last. Perhaps play it right before playing the black. The cue ball now must be manipulated all the way towards the middle of the table. Maybe the red that is near the center pocket, you can as well play it by rail drive. Try to put it to the corner pocket, bottom left. This one has to be backspin. It didn't move enough. It lacked a few centimeters of movement. But yes, it is portable, only that the cut is so sharp. I'm not so certain he will maintain cue ball for black. Manipulation of the cue ball is not exactly his problem. There he comes, cue ball off 3 cushions. He's not snookered this time round. He has full sight of the black, only that the bridge makes it a little difficult. Cue ball is so close to cushion. He must cut it. He also must avoid cue ball being sunk to either of the center pockets. He must be on target. On target he is, and white is safe. The Dog in the City wins the frame yet again, equalizes yet again. Caesar 4 and Dog City 4. One of the national team players, Kenneth Odong, has entirely been exited from the competition by guess who? Lucas Boomer. The guy maintains 2 lives in the competition. Kenneth Odong's friend, near brother Caesar, hits the block and wins again and leads again by 5 frames. So for the race in this one is 7. 64 players. About 4 are left in this competition. 3 of them are on 2 lives. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Lucas Boma 2 lives. Caesar Chandiga 2 lives. Lawrence Sengonge 2 lives. Then Dog City, whose life is hanging on the thread. And then Martin. 5-4, Caesar up. How easy Caesar has gotten himself accustomed to the table. He's not yet a winner of this competition, but he's playing like maybe he will be winning it. And the first time in the space of about a month that he's shooting this good. Hasn't been enjoying good form. For Dog City, he did win the last competition before this one. The one-day comp that was organized at Club Itano. I think it was the 3rd of the year. Caesar is the only Ugandan in terms of number of comps won already in double figures. And seemingly maybe not about to stop. For once, Caesar plays safety. The players seem to be having some kind of discussion, maybe as to whether it was a foul or not. Of course, it wasn't. Caesar played his red off the cushion. There was no discussion of frozen ball before the shot was played. He is tempting Dog City to play either of the 2 yellows that are so close to Caesar's red, in effect forcing his opponent to free the reds. And if Dog City doesn't play well, he could even foul by cue ball being played into red first. Also, the red that is close to cue ball must not be shaken in the shot. Dog City successfully plays a safety shot of his own. The live stream of the Legends Pool Arena 64-man comp is coming to you live from Mbale City in eastern Uganda. Just 5 players left in the competition. Should have been 7. It's just that 3 of them have 2 lives. That is Caesar, that is Lawrence, and that is Lucas. One of them, Caesar, has played himself a little bit out of position. He has sight of one of the reds, but very little sight. Could cut it to the corner pocket bottom right. The cue ball was in before even the red. It is a scratch. It is a foul. It is an opportunity yet again for Dog City to equalize. The match is still delivering, ladies and gentlemen. Can I see some predictions as to who you think will be winning the match in the comment section? Can we have some predictions? Don't tell me whom you support, tell me who you think you will win. IBK. Dog City going for another clearance. Sticks. Malakwana thinks Caesar will win by 7 frames to 5. Okay. Robert Mugisha thinks Dog City will win the match. Nakoven Pofu, you think Caesar will win by 7 frames to 6. Kopano, you think Dog City is returning to form and he will win. Rush Maxonisi, you think Caesar will win by 7 frames to 5. Nkosinati Slenga, you think Caesar will win by 7 frames to 5. I believe that you are watching from Eswatini. Ben Jematongo, you think Caesar will win by 7 frames to 6. Molalo Muchancho, you think Caesar will win by 7 frames to 6. Alexander Berejena, you think Dog doesn't have the expertise to win, but he has the expertise to equalize in this match. It is 5-5 between Caesar and Dog City now. It is an official race to 2. Lucas. 20 minutes to go. More than enough for either of these players to win one. Maybe one of them winning one and another winning another. Then we have a decider. Farida Masiata, you think Caesar will win by 7 frames to 5 on the YouTube stream. Bliss, thank you for watching. Lewis, you think Caesar will win 7-6. Namkwaya Remy, you think Dog City will win by 7 frames to 6. Some of you think it will be ending in a decider. Martina Ibazwa, you think Caesar will win by 7 frames to 6. Well, Timothy Kasango, you think Dog City again will win by 7 frames to 6. Ngabida Nainiambabas, you think Dog City will win. Macalistam, you think Caesar will win. And the others who are participating in this interaction game, thank you for watching. You are watching what looks like Dog City's attempt to lead for the first time in 4 frames in this game. He won the first frame and won the second and made it 2-2. Caesar winning the next 2, making it 2-2, sorry. Dog City going 4-3 up. Caesar unleashing beast mode till then. Dog City fighting back, now being able to equalize, now having an opportunity to lead for the first time, and most likely than not he will, starting with the 2 reds at the left end of the table. The red that is at the corner pocket top right will be played last, as long as he doesn't get himself snookered, which is light work for a guy of this caliber. He should be leading. He should be needing 1 more out of the remaining 2. These ones he likes playing them with some kind of power instead of rolling. He will tap it with some power with a little backspin of caution. The pot of the black will be a formality. For the first time, the fans seem to be appreciating what he's delivering here. Dog City leads by 7 frames, sorry, by 6 frames to 5. 7 is the magic number. For anyone to get to 7, they are winners of the match. 2 frames to go. Caesar must win them both or else lose one of his lives to Dog City. An opportunity has shown up, dear viewers. An opportunity big enough, in my opinion, for Dog City to defeat Caesar. He will be calm. He must remain focused. He must remain composed. The frame is finishable and pretty much finishable. And if he's to finish it, the time is now. 4 reds to go. The prospect of Dog defeating Caesar and exiting him from the second life is becoming even more realistic. Fighting for his life, clinging on to dear life, having lost one of his lives to Lucas Boomer, who maintains a double life status in the competition. Dog has an opportunity to make it into the second life final, which is the actual tournament semi-final for Caesar. He will be hoping that something happens Dog City's pattern, such that he gets an opportunity to play again and maybe equalize, maybe take the frame to a decider, maybe try and win it then, but only if Dog City doesn't finish these 3 raids. Another of them is gone. Moves the cue ball as close can be to the would-be bad of the 2 reds left on the table. Actually 3. In business, as long as he puts cue ball a little off the cushion, we'll have to roll it again, this time even with less power. He needs the cue ball at the bottom end of the table. I am assuming that the red he's looking at will be potted with very big ease, but has to be careful with the cue ball going for power. With some kind of right spin, he could lose it. That will do. The roll of the red to the corner pocket bottom left will give Dog City a very, very memorable victory against his friend, but now opponent. The rest is a formality. Round of applause from the fans as Caesar concedes the frame, of course concedes the match. Very well fought, very well contested. Dog City defeats Caesar. Final score in the second life semi-final: Rashid Wagaba 7 and Caesar Chandiga 5. Consequences of this match: Dog City takes one of his lives to the final. Caesar has another semi-final to play out against Lawrence Sengome, who is on 2 lives. He must win that and then win the first life final for a chance to meet either Dog City, perhaps Lawrence, perhaps Lucas in the grand final, only if he wins 2 more matches. See you then. Dog City wins against Caesar.